We clearly had a bit of a vibe.
A bit of a vibe? A bit of a vibe?
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and you can do it right here on Wilko Rehash with all the trash, mess, and drama that you love to gobble up. Now, if you loved Married at First Sight, you are definitely... Oh, I've upset someone. Charlie, are you being disturbed? I'm really sorry. I have to do the videos now. It's time for us to do Love Triangle. No, don't you come in as well. I don't... And then you've got to go. And then you've got to go. Yes. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted? Oh, yes, that's right. Trash, mess, and drama. If you loved this season of MAFS, then there's a huge chance you're going to want to be stuck in the love triangle because it's from the same people. We need to jump in immediately because there's so many things that we have to talk about. Now, as I said, it is from the creators of MAFS, but do we have to jump straight into the Stop judging me. This is what I do, and it buys food for you, okay, mate? They tell us that it's the first couples party. I don't know if they've evolved the show since I've seen it. I don't think they put keys in a bowl and stuff, but they do say it's 1 a.m. In the reality TV world, 1 a.m. is basically like midday.
And you know that I'm not attracted to her. I asked for small, tan, ethnic. She's the complete opposite in every single thing. Fucking date her. That's bullshit. Could you do it? Can't do it. And it's like, you're being even more of a dick if you do it. Fucked or whatever, then I'm like even more of a fucker. Like, there's just no way I'm not looking like an asshole after this to you. Literally, any other girl, yeah, I would be into it. Literally, can't do it.
That's the start. We just started. Now we have to play the game as we continue to watch to figure out exactly whose voice that is. From what I can gather, it's a man, and he is speaking under his breath, so it won't be like his exact normal tone, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to piece this together. I love that so early on we were doing like a whodunit. Who said the awful things that he wanted a tanned ethnic? Oh, shit. You know that you have microphones on, right? Oh, welcome to the Triangle of Love.
A triangle has 3 corners.
Thanks, voiceover lady. You know, I'm really dumb and I barely got through primary school, let alone high school, but I think most of us know who would be allowed to watch this show that a triangle has 3 sides. I didn't know we were going to get like real lessons, maybe some life lessons, but like real actual sort of play school lessons here. There's a bear in there. Oh, a bear? What's his name? The voiceover lady continues the education of us and tells us that this love triangle has sharp corners. Now, unlike Married at First Sight, this is not an experiment. No. There's no science because there's no experts, but it is called an experience. To be honest, it feels like there's just as much science in this one as the other show. But anyway, 5 single people who will end up picking other people based off some text banter, but they won't be able to see what these people look like. They have 3 days to text with 2 people. So that's a triangle, because remember, a triangle has 3 sides. So the main person's up here, and then they'll be chatting to 2 other people, hence a love triangle. And just with this back and forth, they'll have to make their choice, but it doesn't actually matter because a little way into this experience, the person that they dumped, okay, so they'll pick one person, and the person that they dump ends up just being like thrown into the mix anyway. So they, like a couple of days into it, they just throw them in like a makeshift throuple, whether they like it or not. In the opening bit, we also find out that Mike is back. Now, he is from Married at First Sight season 6. It's been 6 years, and it looks like Cupid's arrow just still keeps missing Mike somehow. Maybe it's like the reflection off his bald head. I'm not sure why Cupid can't just get it. No, we definitely have to blame Cupid for this. It couldn't be Mike's problem that he hasn't found love yet. It is time to meet the tops of the triangle. Not all of them have to be tops, guys, but I definitely get the feeling that Bernie might be a top.
What are you doing, Bernie?
Just looking at the camera. I was looking at if I look okay.
Are you successful with the ladies?
Look, am I successful with the ladies? You need to ask yourself, what's your definition of success first? It is just hooking up with people with no strings attached, not a lot of emotion. Maybe. I'm successful a little bit. My name's Bernie. I'm 27 and I'm a Portuguese guy living in Melbourne. I do a bit of DJing. Been known to do a few paintings here and there. And Recently, I've also been playing around on TikTok, like content creation. I have like these ambitions of living a life that's not ordinary.
Pause it. Oh, okay. So he's a painting DJ who loves to make TikToks. All right, sounds like a catch so far. And don't get me wrong, like all of these shows, Bernie is very handsome, but he doesn't want a traditional life. You know what I mean? He wants something extraordinary. And he's certainly not coming across as a huge fluff boy or D-bag with every word that comes out of his mouth. You know what I've always wanted to know about Bernie? What does he think of the dating life in Australia?
That shit is... It's cooked. People go on dating
I agree
apps
with
to
Bernie
just
on that.
look at pretty faces. People want that quick fix of dopamine and then move on to the next one. I'm definitely part of the problem as well.
That's good.
I always go through like a very similar pattern of like meet someone. If they say something that doesn't really, tickle my fancy, I'll just move on to the next one.
Oh, wow. Sounds like he gets the ick super quick, which is pretty much 99.9% of people on dating apps these days. Trust me, I've been there. And there's lots of things about me to get the ick about. But don't worry, I trapped me a man. So it's fine. It's also fine for Bernie, guys, because he loves love.
Not knowing what they look like is gonna fucking kill me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not knowing if I'm gonna be attracted to them or not. Let's go. Jasmine and Marissa.
Oh, Jasmine and Marissa. Okay, all right. Bernie's ladies in the triangle. Now, God, if you want me to rewind it to let you know exactly what a triangle is, we don't have time, okay? I don't have time to rewind for you. So we've got Jasmine and Marissa. They're the girls that Bernie is going to be texting for the next couple of days. And if knowing Bernie, and we obviously know him pretty well from the 4 seconds that we've seen of him so far, they're probably not going to be the only girls he's texting. They won't have anything to do with the show, but that's not going to stop his little curious fingers, is it? Apparently, and I didn't know this, but Jasmine is a hot name. Marissa, though, to be decided, because he's never met a Marissa, so he doesn't know if Marissa is a hot name. He also says, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot. And that suggests to me that maybe Bernie does lie a lot. In his text exchange, he likes to ask the question, just a bit of an icebreaker, what is your dream Saturday? Which I think is just really lame. For someone who talks up his game so much, I just feel like you could have done better. Don't you make content, art, a DJ, whatever?
Jasmine's read it. This is hot girl behavior right here. Texting quick.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? Okay, so just in case you're wondering, texting back really quickly, that's hot girl behavior. Kind of says me to my friends a lot on the text. I've not been exhibiting hot girl behavior for quite some time, so I'm really going to have to amp up my hot girl game. It's so good that Bernie's here to tell us exactly what the examples of hot girl behavior are, because otherwise I just wouldn't know. You wouldn't know either. Stop it. Okay, so we've got a text message. Jasmine says, nice to virtually meet you. My dream Saturday is to wake up and straight to the gym, then coffee and breakfast, and then probably drinks with the girls. Apart from the gym, I'm kind of happy with that Saturday.
God, this is a bit generic. I was expecting a bit more detail. I want to know, like, where are you going? What are you eating? That just gives me a better picture of her.
Okay. Sounds like Bernie's not getting all the information that he needs immediately. You've been texting with this girl, Jasmine, for like 5 seconds. Maybe just like the perfect Saturday doesn't have to start with like, I get up and then I make myself a acai bowl. And in that acai bowl will be all of these items. You want to know a little bit too much, Bernie. It's a little bit creepy. Like that guy from that show.
Well, hello. You text me that you like to hang out with the girls, but I need to know more about you.
Jasmine, who I don't know if she's going to lose her hot girl name credentials, but she's a golden retriever. That's what her friends think of her. And I'm not sure she actually wants to retrieve Bernie, TBH. Seems like a massive fluff boy to me. That's the vibe I'm getting. She also wants like that white picket fence life. And I don't know if like fluff boy goes with like white picket fence.
Is any of this really interesting? Not really that much. Some people take a bit longer to warm up, though. It's fine. I get it, doll. Don't worry. Sorry, guys. Just getting these boring questions out of the way.
Well, it sounds like any chat about the white picket fence has really put off the burn dog. Also, Bernie, calm down. It's not like you're asking the most incredible questions to elicit such incredible answers from Jasmine. Either way, Jasmine needs to work harder because I don't know if she knows this, but she's up against Marissa for the burn dog's affections. She sends a text that says, my love, hey, coming in hot. Someone needs to take a cold shower. because obviously Bernie asked the same question to both of them. And I agree with Marissa. Like, I don't know if she's hot or not because, no, actually, I do know Marissa from the OC. And that Marissa was very hot. She was the hottest girl of the time. She was the it girl. I do agree that Bernie needs to take a cold shower. Now, with that text, he knows that Marissa is hot because he just gets a little kiss from her, just a little X at the end. And apparently, that's all really Jasmine needed to do. Just an X at the end of each sentence.
She's cheeky. She's trying to put me in my place. I like it. I love it. She's giving me a lot more to work with. Maybe with you to join. Wink. Let's go. Scary movie. She's not fooling me. She can't fool me. Buckle up, because I'll keep being cheeky.
Guys, I think you need to pack up the camera and leave because I think maybe Marissa and Bernie are going to be sexting more than just texting very, very soon.
Men definitely can't resist a Texan girl.
Can't.
You gotta be careful. Don't mess with Texans. I love to party. I party probably most weekends. I like to go out and flirt. I like to show off my body. I've worked hard for it. A lot of people think, oh, she's a party girl. But as you start to get to know me, lots of other layers unravel. And there's definitely the really soft and gentle side.
Did anyone else at the start of that, when Marissa started speaking, when she said, I like to party. I like to party. I just thought Venga Boys. We like to party. No, just me, the gay? Okay, fine.
I love you. Nah, kidding. Calm down. Feel it in the air a little bit. There's a little bit of spiciness. You know what I mean? It's going somewhere. I'm not going to tell you guys where. A gentleman never tells. Marissa's giving me the vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Can't wink. Oh, we can't wink.
Yeah.
I wonder if Marissa has an ick for guys who can't wink. You know what I mean? Like, you got to wink and this eye can't close when you wink. Okay. Like when you that one, this one can't. That's how winking works. Winking is one. This is blinking. That's what you were doing, Bernie. Anyway. And we're getting such a clear picture of why Bernie is still single. You know, just holding his phone going, I love you. So he's going in strong because he's just being driven by his Portuguese peen. But I don't know if he's actually figured out what needs to be behind those feelings. You know, like he just jumped straight in. Let us move on to Mike, and he will look very familiar. I mentioned him at the top because he's from Married at First Sight Season 6, which I still have to complete on the channel, actually. I'll be doing that for members very soon. Mike is now 50 and living on the Gold Coast, which is weird because the Gold Coast is known as being like really down to earth and the complete opposite of superficial, whatever that word might be. Hey, ChatGPT, what's the opposite of superficial?
Hey, Wilko. The opposite of superficial would be deep or profound, focusing on something's essence or complexity.
Ah, yes, the Gold Coast. Deep and profound. That's exactly what it's known for. Mike says that his biggest mistake is that he fell in love with Heidi from that season and then he just let her slip through his fingers. He has reflected, though. He has regrets and he admits that he is a flawed human, and I'm not buying 1 second of it, but I'm glad that Mike's here. He also informs us that he really can't date since MAFS because of all the stuff that went down. And Mike is now matched and locked in a triangle of love, and he's got Melinda from The Gong and Melissa. And why did they both have to have Mel names? Why are they both called Mel? Like, the producers must hate me. You did this deliberately, didn't you, Ender Mulshine?
So I'm going to be going by Michael, not Mike, because I suppose, you know, having done MAFS, I'm easily identified. You do like a search online. So I wouldn't want, you know, to be prejudged by my matches. That makes me sound like I think I'm a star or something, which I am, but I'm kidding.
I don't know if you are kidding, Michael. So he's going to tell them that his name's Michael, not Mike. They're not going to know your last name. They're just going to know Mike. Like, if you go by Mike, just like it's not Mike from MAFS.
There's a bug in the pool that's going to bother me. Can we get a pool scoop? Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Just like every other 50-year-old, he gets very, very easily distracted. Like when you go to a friend's parents' house and the dad's always off doing something weird, you know? Like, actually, a friend of mine, Sammy, it was her 30th birthday we were throwing for her, and her dad just like randomly went out and started doing like work in the yard at a party. Like... So Mike being distracted by something that really is inconsequential to everything that's going on, that makes sense for his age group. Just a reminder, Mike is in the triangle. Okay, here's the tip. And the two bottoms are both called Mel.
I need to be entertained. I am not into like boring people, boring conversation. You've got like this long to captivate me and get me
Melinda.
excited, and then I'm done. I can be sassy, but I also have a lot of love to give.
spiritual.
I'm so ready to find my person, and that'll be the final piece of the puzzle.
Okay, I hate this. I hate when people talk about like they just get this one person and then that just makes everything perfect and the jigsaw puzzle is together and then we don't need to try any harder because we found that person. And that's just not life. So everyone needs to chill out. The puzzle's never complete. There's no such thing as a complete puzzle. Anyway, Melinda... Oh, shit. No, it was definitely Melinda. Just note down in the comments how many times I get Melinda and Melissa wrong for Mike. Oh, they've all got M names. So Melinda needs to be entertained, but she's also spiritual, and you'll know because she did this on the camera.
Okay. Oh, lucky you. Watch those tan lines, lol. But I can't think of anything funny that goes with tan lines. Dang it. I've drawn a blank. Come on, Mike, think. It's not sunny enough for that. Hey? No. There's a punchline in here. I just know it. Right, maybe if I start typing, it'll come.
Michael is shooting blanks, guys. You heard it here first. And maybe this is why Mike is still single, because he has zero text game.
Tan lines. The only tan lines are the clear outline of my G.
Okay, so we've got Melinda who's giving this bit of sassy energy to Mike, which he's loving. And then we've got Melissa. Have I got them wrong already? Have I? She's coming with a different, more down-to-earth vibe, not what he's used to from the GC.
Gold Coast.
I would definitely say it's the simple things in life that keep me happy. I love to go to the gym. I love going to the beach. I'm definitely a water baby. Yeah, so I still live at home. I live with my family. I love coming home to a house full of people. Being 40, ideally I'd love to settle down with the right person.
40 and not leaving home. I wonder if that is a concern.
Yeah, I don't want to agree with Mike too much, ever. But the whole living at home at 40 thing, like I get, look, cost of your living is really high and we don't really know anyone and their circumstances. So yeah, but it is definitely some sort of orange flag. Either way, sorry, Melissa. Melinda seems to be the front runner and she comes with a ready-made family, which Mike is into, because earlier he was talking about like either wanting kids of his own or having like a ready sort of 2-minute noodle setup. You know what I mean? Like family ready instantly. Before we get to our next love seeker who is also trapped in a love triangle, huge thank you to everybody who donates to this channel. You can do that by going to rehash.com.au/donate. You can also click the little thanks button under this video. It has a love heart in it, and that will show me your thanks in the cash sense, which is, I guess I'm your sugar baby. Oh, by the way, have you liked this video? If you watch this far, you absolutely should.
I'm Chloe. I'm 27.
Chloe.
I'm a nurse manager from Sydney. I identify as bisexual, meaning I like both men and women. And I'm
explain it to us.
smack bang 50-50. I
she's
could
50-50.
go either way.
She could go either way. Well, I had a bisexual phase too, Chloe, and turns out I'm not bisexual at all. Oh, I love it when we have a bisexy person in the season, which they've clearly done for the trash, mess and drama, because they're definitely gonna make her end up in a triangle with a guy and a girl. Oh, and geez, that's gonna confuse some things, like, members of my family who think that bisexuality is still not a thing. Well, I can understand if you're gay, but I don't understand if this is bisexual. Just pick one. That's verbatim.
The beginning of this year, I was engaged to be married to my female partner. Booked our wedding venue, had our engagement party.
Wow.
For me, that was my happily ever after. And then a few short weeks later, I came home one afternoon and my partner told me that she didn't love me anymore, didn't feel excited at the idea of marrying me.
Holy shit. For a second when she said I came home and I was like, oh my God, huge cheating scandal. But no, actually a little bit worse. Just your partner going, hey, You know how he got engaged and everything? I don't want that. Don't want to gas because Chloe's been healing and she is ready for this mess. And I don't know if you have healed enough to deal with what reality TV is going to bring you. Do you know that you're on a show called Love Triangle? Now, Chloe, when she's doing her text banter back and forth, she does not want to know the other person's gender.
That I'm bisexual.
Oh, okay. Well, she just started off saying I'm bisexual.
I sent it.
I love the introduction text. Like, by the way, guys, I'm a bisexual. Okay? Okay, so E is saying things like, very nice to hear from you, Chloe. I'm more than happy to keep those details to myself. Are there any burning questions from your end? And this is giving me man vibes. E is also a machine operator, which leads us all to generalize and think, well, E definitely has a peen, but I was thinking that before we knew this, okay? I'm sure you were too. We were all thinking it. I don't know why it's such a game to work out which one's a guy and which one's a girl, because we know that they're going to do guy and a girl. And B works for a fashion brand in graphic design and content creation. And there's absolutely no straight man that could do that.
I feel like that's a very masculine job, so potentially we have a man on our hands here.
He's a man. He's a man. No matter who she picks, we're going to meet E. And we're going to meet B. E and B. Oh, all we need now is a D. Well, you know, E might have a D. What do you think is a colour that represents you? And I thought, what a curious little question. And I actually want to know this from you as well. Let's talk together. What colour represents me? I guess it's kind of like the colours of this channel. They're like purpley, bluey, like it's deep, but it's also like sluzzy. I'm deep but sluzzy. Well, put that on my gravestone. Actually, just in the comments below, just put the colour that describes you most. Thank you. Back after a weeknight at Bernie's, he's had himself a late night little tech sesh with Marissa.
Yeah, I love staying up late. I said there's a lot of time for activities. Don't even need many clothes either, so it's quite convenient. She said she goes to sensual dance classes.
What's
obviously
that?
I was like, I'm gonna need you to carefully explain with a lot of details what these sensual dance classes are. Both getting quite cheeky, if you catch my drift.
If you catch my drift. We absolutely know that Bernie was touching his Portuguese peen during that. At least he had his hand on it during the exchange. He was texting with one hand and the other hand was wandering. But what about Jasmine? You know, like Marissa, sure. She does the sensual dance classes. What is sensual dancing? But just add a lot more sweat. Where was I? Oh yeah, but what about Jasmine? Remember? The girl who used to have the hot name. But then she bored you. So no more hot name.
God. She doesn't spell your correctly.
She doesn't.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. English is not my main language, and I know how to use the language properly. It's so easy to get this right. I don't get it. I gave her a chance. I can't lie, it makes me cringe a little bit. Am I being picky? Maybe.
Yes. It could have just been a typo. You know, typos happen. Some of us have fat fingers, okay? Well, Bernie makes his decision and obvs it's Marissa because she knows her your and your.
Feeling fucking anxious, to be honest. Low-key scared that I'm not going to be attracted to her. Shitting a brick.
I'm scared
as
of
they say. Oh, this is a bit of a relief, actually. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I've been a little
You
freaked
look good,
out.
and No, you look really good. You look really pretty.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. First impressions of Marissa, attractive, good height, great hair, beautiful skin. I made the right decision.
I don't know. It's hard to tell if he's being genuine or not because he's such a fluff boy. So is he just good at pretending or is he actually into her? Also, from the start of this episode, we've established that Bernie is that voice saying that he's not into that girl whatsoever, right? But Marissa has tan skin. She might not be ethnic enough for him, but we know it's Bernie. We know we know it's Bernie for sure.
He's hot shit. From those initial moments, we clearly had a bit of a vibe.
A bit of a vibe. A bit of a vibe.
I think the end of that, only the dogs can hear. Well, Marissa also thinks that Bernie is now a hot shit name and they have a bit of a vibe. They're also talking about how they're in some sort of rom-com now. Okay, they're getting deep quick. And he does keep looking at her like he's going to eat her face off. So maybe Bernie is actually burning for her. I hope you like the Bernie burning gear because I'm going to do it a lot for like the next 13 episodes.
Or like the first time that you kiss someone, tongue or no tongue?
Tongue?
So good. Very good vibes, great vibes. Hot vibes.
Bernie is just the perfect fluff boy. You know, he's attractive. He's got the tats. He goes in early with the like, hey, when you do kiss on the first date, hey. And lucky she got the correct answer, which was tongue. Because if Marissa gets any of these answers wrong, Bernie's going to get the ick. Over with Mike, he is still hot for Melinda because she's a feisty mum and Melissa lives at home.
His revolution I set myself is to squash a watermelon between my thighs. Really?
Funny.
Okay, so she must be muscular because it would take you more than a year to do that. But there's a few watermelon crushers at my gym and I don't know that I'd want to date them. Lots of bands and weight training. So this girl's pretty strong.
How scared he is.
Okay. Wow, okay. I don't know what to make of that.
Oh, no. Oh, Mike is so super put off that this woman could crush him or his modest peen during coitus. Like, he seems actually scared. Like, he's visualizing them in a position. I don't even know how he can visualize the melon crusher. Because her name's Mel. She will now be known as Melon Crusher. You can see that he like drifts off into his head when he's thinking about her like crushing him like a melon. I guess his head also looks like a melon.
The visual of the watermelon crushing, I think, rattled me a bit. I don't want to be the watermelon, basically.
Do you not? I don't know. You seem like you're scared, but maybe you're like scared and into it, Mike. Sorry, Michael. And by the way, your choice means nothing. You're going to meet the Melon Crusher either way. But don't worry, Melon gets the call up.
I just hope she's not a huge, muscly woman.
I hope she is. I hope she's bloody huge and ready to take you, Michael. He sets up his little beach date with the Melon Crusher, ready for the giant muscular woman to come smash down the beach.
I don't know what Melinda looks like. Melinda, here we go. Hello. Are you Melinda?
No. Oh, I forgot that they did this. Oh, I love this. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so in other seasons they did this and I love it so much. They must like pay people to like walk really close to make them think, oh, this is the person. And then they just go, oh no, I'm not the person to walk past. Oh, I'm so glad that they're sticking with tradition. It's like their version of Dinner is Served from MAFS. Sorry, are you the Melon Crusher? No, sorry.
Hello, Michael.
Oh, she's stunning.
Hey.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you. Yeah, Melinda's beautiful. Just got a good energy. I could tell she's got a pretty smile. And
Michael, he's quite cute. He doesn't look his age at all. I was so worried that I was going to get matched with an old guy, an old boring man. So I am so relieved.
Well, don't be relieved too quickly, Melon Crusher. What did I call it? Melon Crusher. Because you've never seen how long it takes this old man to text back. There's a bug in the pool. So don't worry, Mike's pretty old. So Mike is pleasantly surprised, and why wouldn't he be? The Melon Crusher is lovely. We're taking her on face value. Look, when I say lovely, I mean she's definitely what he would like and not a giant muscular woman. I'm sort of envisioning what he thought, like the Trunch Bull. Like he thought he was going to get like a jacked up Trunch Bull and was going to ready to shot put his bald head.
the problem was the watermelon. That threw me. To be honest. Here you are crushing watermelons. I mean, I can't even do that.
I can't do it either. I'm trying to do it.
I'm just picturing the damn thing exploding and covering you in watermelon. You know.
Okay, well, he's really painting a picture there, isn't he? Like, Mike, are you sure you're not into it?
Yeah, I was just really picturing you like crushing me between your legs. You muscular legs, and then I just explode, and there's just bits of Mike everywhere.
Well, I was going to ask you something. It's an odd question. Do I remind you of anyone?
No.
Oh, come
really?
on, mate.
Are you supposed to remind me of someone? Do I know you?
I just thought I'd ask.
No, you don't.
That's good.
Is it good? Conceited, anyone? Like, Mike goes on and on about how he's done all this work on himself, but he's like,
hey, do you know me? Do you know this? Do you know this? All of this? Do you know it?
all right, we have to leave Michael and the wannabe Melon Crusher for 1 second, because over with Chloe, she is impressed that E owns a house. That's right. Yes, in this economy, E, with his machine operating ways, I say he, I think it's a he, so I'm just going to back it in, owns a house. And I'm like, yes. But B is connecting with her on a deeper level. So she decides to send a voice note. Well, should we really call it what it is? It's a memo me.
Hi B, it's Chloe. I'm just sending you a voice note to see if you would like to join me on a date. I've had such a great couple of days talking to you and getting to know you, and I really look forward to meeting you.
And don't feel bad for E, because E owns a house in this economy. But also, E, we will meet him, her, them in good time. Remember, the triangle.
Is that B?
Hey, do you know the way to Central?
Central Station?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, she's so helpful. Chloe coming across not great there. Maybe that was a producer or an editor special, but don't just say no. Help him out. You've got a whole production crew there. Help the guy out. He's got to get to Central Station.
Hello. Hi. Lovely to meet you. I'm
B is
So Beck.
a lady.
Beck. Nice to meet you. My middle name's Rebecca. Oh, you're kidding.
Oh
my God, get out. Is it Rebecca? It's Rebecca. Oh my God. You're beautiful.
So do you.
Thank you.
I love your vibe. I feel so relieved and happy.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. For sure that initial attraction is there. I'm getting what's called a STEM vibe from Beck, which is like a mix between a masc and a femme.
Oh, I didn't know there was a name for me. Finally. Okay, so she's getting good vibes. They both seem happy. They are both looking each other up and down a lot. With like same-sex couples, no, we're just looking up and down. We're just like, yep, I guess so. But B is here. It stands for Rebecca, and she's got a beautiful long hair.
When I got the voice note, I thought, oh, you sounded very feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Do you
look
like
beautiful.
feminine girls?
Different from what I'm used to. I normally go for quite masculine.
Oh, she hates
Darker
hearing
features,
that.
dark hair, dark eyes.
I've never had someone so quickly tell me that I'm not their usual type. I definitely felt a stab in the gut.
Oh, it's a no for Chloe. She's so put off that she isn't the mask lesbian that B is looking for. But this is just the start. Don't worry. She said it's just not usually what I go for. And really, like, it's good to date someone who's not your type. Back over with Mike and the Melon Crusher. Old mate with his bald melon just won't let it go.
Are you sure that I don't remind you of anyone? I don't know. I just wondered if maybe
let it go.
I reminded you of someone, or I'm totally unique. That's good.
Is it? Let it go. This is why your dates are not working and have not been working for the last 6 years. Stop bringing it up. Like you sit at dates and the whole time you're like, do I, sure? Are you sure I don't remind you for anyone, you know? Like anyone, you know, maybe possibly on Channel 9. No, it's good that you don't. It's good that you don't. But I'm going to keep bringing it up because I want you to then go, just who are you? Sorry, are you Vin Diesel and you just look a little bit different with makeup on?
I have to tell you something. A few years ago, I did a TV thing, Married at First Sight.
Oh.
You watch that?
Yeah, I haven't seen none of those.
Okay, well, that's good.
I was getting really concerned because you're like, do I remind you of someone? I'm like, oh,
I know,
shit,
yeah,
do I know him?
I was pretty quiet in there. Probably wouldn't have even noticed me had you watched it. You know, just sort of stayed below the radar.
Maybe you should watch that again. I think Michael. He's taking the piss, right? He knows that he was one of the messiest. It seems like the Melon Crusher isn't that into him being on MAFS because she's like, oh, Melon Crusher can't judge. She's on a reality show looking for love too. It's just called Love Triangle.
That was so awkward. I didn't recognise him. And to be honest with you, so far the date has been very weird to me. I've got to suss out the energy a little bit more.
It must be weird when someone keeps going, are you sure? Are you sure you don't? Like, look at this. We also find out from the Melon Crusher that she's organised and she's very, very clean, but she does have a few, little things. Little things.
And at the gym, I don't like where people will load the weights
And not take them off. I'm guilty of that, I must admit, and I've been pulled up on it.
Why do you do? I've never understood why people do that. I've always wondered why you people are assholes and do that. You're a weight asshole.
And you got him in one, Melon Crusher. But don't worry, the way that the Melon Crusher is speaking to Mike right now is speaking to his soul because he loves the sasshole comments from her. He says that he might have found his match, and I smell Disaster. Melon Crusher says that he's a bit different. And then she's going to go and Google him. So the thing that he didn't want her to do is happening because he made that happen. You get that, Mike? Because you kept bringing up like, you don't know who this is? Yeah. My name's Mike and I was from MAFS Season 6. You brought it up and now you've made this happen. Ooh. Anyone else got a burning sensation? Whoa. Oh, God, he loves it. That hairdo's a choice, isn't it? What's those noises?
Yeah, she's a great kisser. 10 out of 10. Ding, ding, ding. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah.
I did enjoy that, though.
Was that just in the music? Wait, does Endemol Shine put together... Maybe I can just hear it with my headphones. Tell me if you hear it as well. I don't know. It sounded very straight Pornhubby in my head there for a second. I don't know. I didn't. I swear to you that I did not put the sexy sound effects in there. Please tell me in the comments if you heard that. All right, well, let's hope that burning sensation is not an STI. Well, you know, it could be with Bernie. Ding, ding, ding. He loves it. She's a great kisser. But I swear there was noises. I'm not going insane. I'm not. I heard it. You don't listen to it the way that I hear because you listen with speakers. It's in my head. So he's in, but is she in?
Who do you live with? By yourself or with someone else? Why is this funny? She like with my ex.
I think it's time to tell you something.
You've got a kid.
Yeah, I do have a kid.
Do you actually?
I do.
Oh, I love it.
9.
9 years old.
That's a human.
No fucking way you're a mom.
Yes, fucking way. Of course they would do that. She was just talking about how she was concerned about your maturity level and then boom, I should have seen it coming. Now Bernie is going to be a step Bernie daddy. Why do the producers do this? They need to stop. Bernie is not step daddy material, okay? Like why do we keep partnering these people together? Just the way he was like, do you have a kid?
How do I feel about dating a mom? It's kind of like blindsided me.
During the weekdays, I obviously like do school drop off and school pickup, and then.
In this situation, normally I'd probably
Didn't you
find an
say she was a
excuse
party
to just,
girl?
move on to the next one.
Oh, it's going to be a very interesting few weeks with you.
Yeah.
Of course she's a mum. That first episode was all over the shop, and I swear to goodness there was sound effects in there. If you like what I do, make sure you subscribe and comment below. I want to hear from you, Melon Crusher. Melon Crusher. Just pop that in the comments for me. If you can give thanks, that'd be excellent. And also donate at rehash.com.au/donate. And I'll see you for another episode of The Love Triangle. We'll be stuck in it again tomorrow.